As you can tell, Danny, we've been asking CT Hezzy some questions to try to distract him. It doesn't look like it's working because he has increased the lead.
If you guys could, I sent over 35 more questions. Just keep moving down that list.
CT, can you read us Shakespeare and play 2K at the same time? 2 beats or not 2 beats, Danny?
That is the question.
Still a long way to go. You can get back in this. It's a game of runs.
100%, 100%.
13 points up at the end of the period.
All right, we have a great game. It's halftime.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. Monk is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Monk. Fox against Stewart. Fox kicks to Monk. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Barnes outside. The pass to Monk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And in the league full of shooters, Malik Monk is right there with the best of them.
And has always been a weapon from outside. Has refined his shot selection the last few years and starting to come into his own as a reliable outside threat.
Good on both. Over the last few seasons, the Kings have been near the bottom of the defensive rating. And, GA, that is a problem.
Yeah, I think they've tried to address that a little in the draft, taking Davion Mitchell back in 21, but it's been a consistent issue in Sacramento.
Bogdanovich wide open, and he's good on the 3-ball.
With unlimited range, Bogdanovich forces you to extend your defense.
Pass to Monk. Barnes outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Monk. Cunningham with some nice D.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Sacramento off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Now, MP, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. MP passes to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Barnes. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bogdanovich, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Look at Bogdanovich getting physical, works hard to get the shot off and the foul.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this.
2 shots.
First one falls for. And a different look here for the Pistons. And here. Here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. With how well MP has been playing lately, it's a little surprising, Greg, that more fans haven't gotten behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving them what they want, unless what they wanted was Chef Orange. And it'll take a lot of great nights for MP to satisfy those fans.
Isaiah Stewart out there at Bogdanovich. Then it's Ivy. Then it's Durant. And it's MP in at the point guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Ready for action. Stewart just needed the ball, and then he's good to go.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Now, here's Fox. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Good effort and good D by Bojan Bogdanovic. He was in great position.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets put on a show. He had 10 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. He performed really well, and I could see his role expanding if he continues to make that kind of impact, Evan.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
Well, I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
The Kings trail by 12. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Mitchell left side. Now here's Murray. He had 22 points in the win against Toronto. Good. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night.
And look at the inside presence already for Murray. It'll be fun to watch this young man grow.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
Shots good by Durant.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. They get a hand on it. Outside, Fox. And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Pistons making a change. So it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is
47 for Kings. 30. All right, fans, here we go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, there's a look here for Detroit. Ivy's checked in for Cade Cunningham, and MP subbed in for Hayes. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you'd play it? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes. Sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks. And timely, they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it. Sometimes they'll hedge to pick and roll. And sometimes they'll just go under.
On the court for Sacramento, Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. Fox is out there with Malik Monk, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Back to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Sabonis kicks to Fox. Over MP. Fox, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Duran. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Fox passes to Sabonis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And the Kings making a change here. Madu's checked in. Bogdanovich finds MP. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right, many scouts felt Murray was the most NBA ready of all the draft prospects last year.
He understands what he does well and plays to that. He can control the pace. It's hard for defenders to speed him up, and he gives you versatility at both ends.
Pistons leading by 13. MP kicks to Ivy. Back to MP. Passes it to Duran. Now here's Ivy. MP passes to Duran. And it's good for 2. Duran's got 12 in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he had...
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew.
Okay, TV fans, grab your cowbells. It's Top Play of the Year time. This is Scott Moak, public address announcer for your Sacramento Kings. We're piling up 1 million VC and leaving it to your wisdom. There can only be one. Here are your 2 finalists for Top Play of the Year. From our first 3 seasons, your favorite play was ZP2 in the wreck. Using the ball fake, but accepting no substitutions. This finishing move on 1, 2, 3 defenders. Ring that bell. This could be your new champion.
Here in the middle part of the season, Grant, what are the biggest challenges for players?
Well, BA, it's mental, physical, and emotional fatigue. Night in and night out, you have to stay focused. With the amount of games teams play, all those back-to-backs, traveling across the country, bringing it every time out can be difficult.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Royce O'Neal is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Pistons basketball.
And the Pistons with possession here. Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. Stewart inside. He's against O'Neal. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the big man, Isaiah Stewart, just relied upon to bring physicality and aggression to the floor, something he does well.
And Stewart is one of those guys that you can count on to provide energy.
No doubt, BA, he's going to crash the glass. He's going to be ferocious down there. And I like how he focuses on taking higher percentage shots.
That's good from Stewart.
So much about Stewart comes through his toughness, and you get physical with him. He has no problem getting physical right back.
Stewart hits them both.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Foul. Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Over to the wing. Bridges outside. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time. And the Pistons going the other way now. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Brooklyn basketball.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Bridges. Back to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from 11. That shot off the mark. MP, the pass to Cunningham. Down low. Outside Bogdanovich. And there's a 3-second violation.
Brooklyn ball.
Now the Nets with it. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Well, once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Bridges. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
MP no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Bridges. Here's O'Neal. Stewart defends. Now here's Simmons. Shoots over Duran. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
MP, that was good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Brooklyn making some changes. Finney-Smith checked in for O'Neal. Thomas comes in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Pass to Thomas. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets. Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
And that one's good. Wiseman.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Inside. Cuts off the pass. Outside Bagley. MP outside. Pass to Wiseman. Kicks it out to MP. Oh, he tries a 3. He drops it from range. MP's got 5. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Now here's MP. He's got 5. The shot's good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To the right side. Right side Johnson. Over by Bogdanovich. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Thomas. First personal.
Diallo's checked in for Detroit. Burks comes in for MP. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn.
Detroit. Ivy at the line for 1.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Pass to Thomas. Simmons against Wiseman. And it's Simmons missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Here's Burks. And he banks in the layup.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
Keeping us all in motion.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Pistons. Every team has them. Those games where you just don't have it. Why does that happen, Grant?
Well, B, I think, first of all, 82 games. It's a grind of a season. You factor in traveling, injuries, players out for different reasons. You're going to have moments like this where it just doesn't happen. You know what you do? You learn from it, you move on, and you get ready for the next night.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to O'Neal. Takes it inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Beyond the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. MP with it. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Cunningham. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Left side, Johnson. Dinwiddie with it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Cunningham finds MP. Brooklyn with the board. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
Bagley's checked in for Stewart. Finney-Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for O'Neal. 1:10 left in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Bogdanovich down low. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Thomas from the arc. And it's MP with a rebound. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work to the middle. Out to Bagley. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's got 7. Clock at 6. Here's Bagley to the inside. Cunningham sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Thomas, defended by Bogdanovich. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Thomas. It's deflected. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Can't cash it in from close range.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
A difficult situation for Brooklyn.
Cade Cunningham, one of those 6'6", 6'7" guards that's really skilled, so a tough matchup for most wings and really too big for most guards. That's where his advantage lies.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Brent, you think we're going to see more guys with the skills of Cade at his height?
I do, BA. I think just the advanced training in the offseason and development of these guys. They're coming into the league with a much more refined skill set, and Cade Cunningham is certainly in that basket of players.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Pistons. Ivy comes in for Cade Cunningham. Here's O'Neal. Stewart defends. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
MP drives in. Bogdanovich, that's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to O'Neal. Now Bridges. Here's Curry. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
That was another look at our mobile 1 drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Timeout called. Brooklyn.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
For the Pistons, Diallo comes in for Bogdanovich, and it's Burks in for MP. And a change for the Nets. Thomas, he's checked in for Bridges. On the wing, Curry. Pass to Thomas. Harris on the wing. The Nets need to get off a shot here. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got his second basket. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Ivy. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Burks. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons. And a change for the Nets. Finney Smith's checked in.
At the line for your Pistons, Burks. Alec Burks. 1 shot.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Steps back and fires. The shot, no good. And the Pistons going the other way now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, he might have been considered a project coming out of college, but Diallo did not take long to prove himself as a legit NBA athlete and talent.
6 to shoot. Back to Diallo. Takes the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Yeah, a lot of fans got to know Diallo in 2019. He won the dunk contest that year, Brent.
Yeah, BA, go back and check those highlights out. He put on a heck of a show, had some amazing dunks. I think he even leapfrogged Shaq on one of them.
It's one thing to prevent the...
Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's MP. And it's Ivy in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
You're not going to rattle Stewart if you don't give him enough contact. Just went right through it.
Pass to O'Neal. Bridges outside. Let's go with a three. Sinks the tray.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Stewart again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures in different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
Well, at 6'8", 250, Isaiah Stewart, that's a lot of man to handle.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Ben Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Bridges outside. And he makes it. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Stewart. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. The Nets shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Here's Bridges. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the... For the Pistons, MP is checked in for Hampton, and Cunningham subbed in for Joseph. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. O'Neal, he's checked in for Sharp. Finney-Smith comes in for Watanabe. Johnson, he's checked in for Sumner. And it's Dinwiddie in for Mills.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. 5 to shoot. Here's Bogdanovic. Got it from about 16 feet.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
The shot by Johnson, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. With some arc. Stewart, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ben Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn.
4th personal foul. Team 4. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Back to Bridges. Pass to O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Dinwiddie. Plenty of space. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Simmons. Harris comes in for Johnson. Sumner's checked in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. For three, O'Neal. Sharp, it's good on the putback. Sharp's got his first 2 points.
Great at using his body.
Pistons will go for a different look here. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Bojan Bogdanovic, he comes in for Diallo. MP is checked in for Burks. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Hayes. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Sharp. Thomas comes in for Harris. Bridges, he's checked in for Sumner. And it's Dinwiddie in for Curry.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Pistons.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And one of the things I noticed tonight that helped him in a big way was the performance for MP.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Pass to Stewart. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Deflected!
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duran, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Bogdanovic passes to MP. Clock at 4. Outside Bogdanovic. Shoots over Johnson. And it's Bogdanovic that time on the assist by MP.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Choose carefully, think critically, and make your choice for top play of the year. We'll announce your winner during the 2K TV Awards, so stay tuned to see which play takes home 1 million VC. It's been my pleasure to present your plays. Thanks to everyone who submitted. See you in your next Kings game in NBA 2K23.
We saw the WNBA launch the Commissioner's Cup, but what are your thoughts, Doris, about a mid-season tournament being added to the NBA?
Kevin, it's hard not to look at the positive effect that the play-in situation has had on the NBA. Think about it, how much more competitive games are down the stretch of the regular season. So because of that success, I am very open to adding a mid-season tournament.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Lauri Markkanen is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Abaji in at the shooting guard position. Now the pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton. Nicely done.
Down low, here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. About a minute played so far here in the first. Rebound, Detroit. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Now here's Markkanen. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Duren. And the shot goes in. Duren's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
To the middle. And Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
Now, here's MP. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. From 17 feet out, they get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Markkanen as the Rudy Gay out there, and it's Sexton in at the point.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's MP. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Jazz trail by 3. Sexton the pass to Abaji. There's the 3. And it's MP with the rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Sexton against MP. Markkanen passes to Sexton. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Abaji. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Well, we know the NBA has worked to get rid of the hard foul doors, and the league has done a great job of doing that. What has contributed, though, to that line of thinking?
Well, I think any play can be reviewed, Kevin, and that's a good thing, because if it's a non-basketball play, then you open yourself up to a flagrant 2. The punishment is significant enough to discourage the action. I love the rule changes as it relates to this particular infraction.
Now, here's MP. Shots good by Duran.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jazz trail by 5. And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Sexton deciding where to go with it. And here's Gay outside. Trains the three-pointer. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now, here's MP. To the paint, here's Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assisted by
MP's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Sexton, trailing by 4.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
The shot comes out. Good defense by MP.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
The Jazz making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes to Abaji. And stolen by NP. Inside, Aganovich. Great pass to set up the layup. And it's an 8-point Piston lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Horton Tucker. Talking about that win against the Cavaliers, he was definitely a major factor as well. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by MP. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Markkanen. 8 points for him. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Sexton. MP MP passes to Stewart. Sexton against MP. Pass to Duran. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Detroit, Duran taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Pistons. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Stewart. Diallo comes in for Bogdanovich. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Ivy. And so he hits both. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 12. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. 5 points in the game.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Shots good by Duran.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
The pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Dunn. $19 seconds left here in the second.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's in there. Cunningham's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Here's Jones. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And big man who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And so
32. Stand, your Pistons dance team. Fans, give a big round of applause.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here is Cunningham. MP is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Duran in at the 5. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Now, here's MP. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. MP passes to Duran. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Jazz trail by 14. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Gay trying to break free. Sexton's shot is good.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile 1 drive that happened a moment ago.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. And here's Utah. It's a 13-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Cunningham outside. Duran the pass to MP. Stewart kicks to Bogdanovich. MP with the bounce pass. Stewart finds MP. That shot off the mark. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Sexton for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Bogdanovich, the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to catch and shoot. But he's a guy that can also create off the bounce.
To me, he's one of the most underrated players in the game today. Bojan has the handle to create separation for a quality shot. He's tremendous on the backboards. He plays really solid defense. He works hard every single night, super competitive, just a guy you want on your side.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I'll tell you, the defense can't stop that. Bogdanovich with the ridiculous delivery.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Sexton. It's hauled in by Stewart.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't.
Teams will make substitutions. To the inside. Here's Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Colin Sexton. Rudy Gay is out there with Markkanen. And it's Abaji in at the 2. Pass to Markkanen. Gay against Stewart. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. They double him with Cunningham. Knocked away. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The shot's good. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Pistons?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Clearly a foul.
Stewart, third personal foul.
And the first one comes. We know the end.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Jazz now. Sexton, good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
MP kicks to Wiseman. Back to MP. Passes it to Wiseman. Pistons passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. MP, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
Now, here's MP. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Markkanen. Pass to Fontecchio. Back to Dunn. Wiseman with the rebound. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Bagley kicks to Diallo. Hayes dishes to MP. Bagley the pass to MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Team second.
That free throw, no good.
For Detroit, number 22, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Older, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
Great perimeter defense in this win tonight. How did you guys manage to shut them down?
Man, sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. You know, I feel like that's what the team needed, was a spark. You know, so I tried to create one by locking down my man and forcing some turnovers.
So do you see yourself as the guy who needs to provide a spark?
I mean, come on, John. That's why they drafted me, right? I mean, listen, there's guys in this league who can shoot, maybe even get a bucket, but that's all that they can do. With me, we got a whole package, man. I mean, hopefully you saw a little bit of that tonight.
We sure did. Hey, thanks for your time, bud.
Anytime, brother.
Did you see Triple D?
Double-digit
Danny
deficit.
deficit.
4 Ds.
I'm glad they're having a good time.
I'm not one to talk because I've had a couple L's this season. So
A couple?
Me trash talking Danny.
I can't even count them on 2 hands.
Listen. Hezzy, how you feeling about this matchup?
My objective right now is to keep the ball out of Jokic's hands, so I'm trying to speed him up offensively. Oh.
Oh.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
A look at the Pistons starting group. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Duran. And it's MP in at point guard.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Out to the right wing. Here's MP. Oh, sweet move. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Number 22. And the second free throw is good.
When you think about tough-nosed fan bases that don't hold back, the Philadelphia 76er fans, well, let's just say they stand out. They are extremely demanding of their team.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Maxey against Cunningham. Pass to MP. Bogdanovic with it. Here's MP. Defended by Harden. Here's Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Sixers fans have no issues letting their players hear it when they are falling short of expectations.
And you could argue it makes it tougher for these players in the long run. They know these fans want to win, and because of it, these players are determined not to let them down.
But if you succeed, you worship forever. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The first one falls.
At the line for Philadelphia.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
That 2020 draft was so deep. Tyrese Maxey going 21. Maxey is already a premier scorer. A steal that late in the first round.
And the layup is good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Out to the wing. Back to Harden. Harris on the wing. Can't hit that time. Good D by Bogdanovic. Tyrese Maxey, part of that loaded 2020 rookie class.
At the top of the first, Anthony Edwards, he is an absolute star. So is LaMelo. Last pick of the first round, Desmond Bane can absolutely play. Like Maxey, though, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey are great picks in that 20 area.
Second team foul.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Maxey.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
The Sixers trailing. Harden, the pass to Tucker. Harden against MP. Outside Harden. And another miss by Philadelphia.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Pass to Harris. Puts it up from the high post. And it's MP with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep.
deciding to change it up. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Ivy's out there with MP. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Duran in at center.
I like whenever Embiid's teammates use his size and throw it anywhere near the rim because he finishes it.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Jazz was not his usual self. He picked up a handful of points and was engaged on defense, racking up steals. He just couldn't dial in, ending the night with a really low shooting percentage. Hoping to turn that around tonight, guys.
Okay, thanks for that report. Even the best players have bad games. That was clearly the case the other day.
And now the question is, can he rebound from that performance? You have to have a short memory after a bad outing.
And I don't expect him to dwell on the past. If anything, he'll use that performance as motivation for tonight's game.
MP, the pass to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Embiid. Up top, Maxey. Wide open. Rebounded by the Pistons. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. A nice shot by Ivy.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
The 76ers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Tucker against Stewart. Harris up top. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Toronto.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Come to me, come to me.
Back to Bogdanovic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Tucker. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, BA. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Embiid. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Here's MP. Back to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists now tonight.
I just love the ball movement.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Getting ready for the Sixers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Tucker. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris. Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for James Harden. Wiseman, he's checked in for the Pistons. McDaniels finds Milton. Pass to Harrell. Clock at 6. Here's Melton. That shot, no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up. That's it.
And so we wrap up the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your 76ers, 28. The Pistons, 42.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Without question, Isaiah Stewart displaying his skills today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. That's Doc Rivers' 5 as we get into the second half.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's the floater. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
What more is there to say about how much Embiid means to his team and this city? After being hurt his first 2 years, he's been worth the wait.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Here's MP. Excellent D there from Embiid. And with Embiid, when he puts his foot on the gas, there's no stopping him.
A top scorer in the league since his inception. Not many centers who can stop this man. He uses so much power, almost unguardable.
Here's Duren. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Duren's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Right side, Maxey. Over Cunningham. It's tipped.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Stolen by MP. Maxey against Cunningham. Banked it in off the glass. Cunningham's got 10 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process?
Tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Ivy's checked in for the Pistons. Outside Maxey. And it's Harden penetrating. And then Harden with the jam.
As dangerous a penetrator there is, Harden's understanding for when to knife inside is ridiculous.
Back to MP. They shoot again. Here's Duren. Embiid covers. MP. Goes up with it again. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 6 in the quarter.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Outside Maxey. Over Ivy. Maxey, that's good. 10 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yep, that one goes. And the Pistons lead by 20.
Yeah, usually Duren is more of a finisher, but being selfless with the ball is a good thing for him in the long run.
Harris against Bogdanovich. Harris misses.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
To the inside. Embiid with a steal. Inside. And then Harden with the jam.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Pass to Stewart. Back to MP. Harris against Bogdanovich. Here's Duran. Corner shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
For three, here's Harris. The Pistons clear it.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Here's Ivy. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ivy's got 8.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Detroit foul.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Tucker. Milton's checked in for Harris. And it's Melton in for James Harden. Bagley's checked in for Detroit. Burks comes in for MP. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, they've got Ivy. James Wiseman is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Kate Cunningham, and it's Burks in at the small. Changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for McDaniels. Tobias Harris comes in for Milton, and it's James Harden in for Maxey. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. MP comes in for Burks. Harris on the wing. Baseline jumper. And Ivy pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. MP, the pass to Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Cunningham against Harden. The fadeaway. Here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Wiseman.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
MP, the pass to Stewart. Here's MP. And he drops it in from the low post.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Harden against Cunningham. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his second.
Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
The southpaw, hard, lucky lefty. He's a tremendous offensive player.
Getting ready for the Sixers. Embiid, he's checked in for Dedmon. Tucker comes in for Niang. Melton, he's checked in for House. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Springer. It's Hampton on the wing. Melton covers. Pass to Diallo. That one no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Outside Harden. MP against Melton. Pass to Embiid. Left side Harden. Goes back up. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Marvin Bagley. Shooting over 80% from the line during his career. Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to House. Melton against MP. Melton passes to Embiid. Rebound Detroit. Fires it from 18. Off target. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Do you think your college coach would be proud of the way you were dropping dimes all over the court tonight?
Yeah, coach sent me a text after the game. You know, he was really happy with our passing tonight. You know, when we share the ball like that, you know, we're a tough team to beat.
Well, you know what they say, sharing is caring, and you in particular were throwing some pretty audacious passes. Where did that come from?
Man, we got a bunch of great athletes on this team. You know, guys who can go up, get the ball, even for a lob or whatever, whatever. Even if it's not a perfect pass. You know, their catching radius is like Randy Moss out there. But it makes it a lot easier for me to, look good.
Well, you did look good tonight. Good game.
Danny, don't feel bad. I'm going to be right there with you, taking those L's. Ooh, Danny, getting saucy. I like it. I like the confidence. I think the big thing right now is Danny's passes are getting picked off by Hezzy. And that probably comes from a lot of experience watching different play styles online, right, Hezzy?
I've been, running this kind of heavy pressure zone defense for the past few 2Ks now. So it's a lot of repetition and just tendencies as well. Tendencies is a big thing, knowing which, where he likes to pass it to, who he likes to pass it to.
Wow. Sheesh. There's just nothing that...
A big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's MP. Then it's Duran. And it's Cunningham in at the point.
An absolute bruiser inside. Stewart taking it right to the defender.
Pass to Capella. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Jalen Duran. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Smitty, we know with Clint Capella, one of his great skills is his pick-and-roll ability.
He is a great partner, Kevin, in the pick-and-roll set. Sets solid screens, draws help defenders, finishes strong. Guards love having Clint as the roller for them.
And Stewart gets it to go.
Nice display of power by Isaiah Stewart, pushing through the defender and to his finish.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now here's Bay. His last outing, we saw him 4 in 22. Young. Duren pulls it in.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. You can't do that against good scores.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
That's good from Duren. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bay. Back to Young. Feeds to Capella. Whoops, they pick off the pass. MP with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Here's Cunningham. Stewart trying to get open. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Down low, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the change.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
Hey, GA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Here's Young after the made shot from MP. Hunter kicks to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Quality pass from Sadiq Bey, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for it.
Cunningham dishes it to MP. And there's the pass to Duren. From down in the low post, it goes. Duren's got 5. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Murray outside. Hunter on the wing. Over Bogdanovich. Hunter no good. Pistons leading by 5. To the paint. And the dunk by Stewart.
Great move by Isaiah Stewart to find a lane to the rim. So powerful.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Please give a big round of applause for your Hawks Youth Dance Team.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Bagley. MP's checked in for Burks. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Ivy.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.